Hey, it's Katie Farner, Director for Team Sunshine State Superstars. Since we have announced the big Scentsy Summer Incentive Can Do Cancun, I decided I wanted to do a video series. I want so badly to help many of you earn this trip. I would love to see 15 or 20 Sunshine State Superstars at Leadership Retreat. That would just blow my mind. I would love it. I want more than anything to help you guys get there. So as your director, I'm going to do everything in my power to help you. And this is just one of the ways that I am going to try to help get you there. Every week or week and a half, 2 weeks, I'm going to be doing a new video to talk about a different thing that you guys can do to help with your sales, help with your sponsoring, help with your sales, help with your sponsoring. I might do two sales ones in a row, two sponsorings in a row, just whatever kind of is touching me that week or that every 2 weeks. So this is gonna be the kickoff video. And I think I'm gonna record one more, so while I'm in Greece, Erin can post this for me, because Erin Cardoza, my sister-in-law, is gonna be helping maintain the team Facebook page while I am gone. So yesterday, I was at that vendor event. It was a women's tea, and there was a Christian speaker there, and her name was Martha Muniza, I think is how you pronounce it. But oh, she blew my mind. I mean, it was just phenomenal. And while I was listening to her, I just felt so strongly that not only did this concept and this mind shift really come into play in just our normal daily life and our spiritual walk, but also in our Scentsy business. And I thought it was the perfect way to kick off this training for you guys. So I'm really excited to be talking to you about this today. She quoted from Alice in Wonderland when Alice met the Cheshire Cat. Marley. Jeez, every time I make a video, these dogs have to come in here and make noise. Go lay down. Anyway, she quoted from Alice in Wonderland when she met the Cheshire Cat. And here's what it says. Alice came to a fork in the road. Which road do I take, she asked. Where do you want to go, responded the Cheshire Cat. I don't know, Alice answered. Then, said the cat, it doesn't matter. How have I watched this movie, read these stories so many times and never got that and that depth? Oh my gosh, it blew my mind yesterday. I was just so excited about it. If you don't know where you're going, it doesn't matter. And that relates to this Scentsy journey, your family unit, you and your spouse. If you don't know where you're going and what you're working towards as a team, as a whole, then it doesn't matter. All the stuff you're working towards is just aimless and you're just wandering. So I want to ask you, are you wandering in your Scentsy business? Marley wants to say hi. Marley, no, go lay down. Are you wandering in your Scentsy business, or are you focused? If you're focused, then you know what path you have to take. You know what you have to do, so walk down it. Don't just keep meandering around. Commit and walk down that road. So if you do not have a why, if you do not know why you are doing what you're doing, you got to figure it out. And it can't be earning this trip, because guess what? There's not going to be trips all the time. There's going to be seasons in your Scentsy business where there's 4 months, 5 months without a trip that you're working towards. It's just there. It just is what it is. You got to have something motivating you stronger than that. Do you want to live a better life? Do you want to be able to put your kids in private school, or do you want to be able to, shop whenever you want because you've got extra fun money from Scentsy? Do you want to be able to quit your job? What do you want? There's something there. There's a reason you joined. Figure out what it is, because you've got to know so you can walk down that road and have purpose. So that is my challenge to you. Discover your why. And here I'm going to help you with, I have 5 notes here. that I want you to take into consideration and to think as we're beginning this new journey. We're starting new. We're starting from scratch. This is a new Scentsy calendar year that we just began, and it's also a brand new incentive trip that we're working on. So let's start from scratch, put the old away, and start new. So here's the number one fact that I have, and that's declare your future. Declare what you are going to see, what you want to do. When I read one of Mary Christensen's books, actually, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Mary Christensen. It was Jordan Adler's Beach Money. When I read that book, he encourages you in there to write out your life as you see it, your dream life, where you want to be, what you want to be doing, who you want around you, and write it as though it's reality at that moment. So I sat down and I did it. I wrote out this 2-page thing of what my life was at that moment. And I have it in my nightstand, and I read it probably about twice a week to remind me of where I'm going. And you'll notice, I think any of you who know me can say that I'm pretty driven with what I want to do. It's not just chance that I am driven. It's because I know strongly where I am going and where I want to be. And I remind myself of that all the time. So declare your future, write it down, write what you want, where you want to be, who you want to be with, the kind of life you want to be living. Write it all down like it's real and read it all the time. Declare your future. Tell your husband, have him be a part of it with you. Tell your kids, have them be a part of writing that with you. Declare it. Make sure everybody knows what you're doing and where you're going. Because if you don't know, you're just wandering. The next thing I have is control your mentality. We are 100% responsible for our atmosphere. What's around us, what we're thinking. Are you putting positive in, or are you putting negative in? You've got to be filling your thoughts with positivity, surrounding yourself with positive people, people who lift you up, who make you happy, who bring you life, not death. So really think about that. Who are you surrounding yourself with? Are you reading positive things? Are you listening to positive things? Read books that if you don't know where to start, read books teaching you about positive affirmations, even just what you say about yourselves. We so naturally just think the worst of ourselves. We doubt ourselves, we think the worst of ourselves, and it's just natural. But you have to fight that, because that being in that mind space is not going to take you anywhere good. If I had let my doubts and my fears about being a leader, sponsoring people, stop me from sponsoring, I would have missed out on so many blessings in my life. So many. The relationships that I've built with team members, and being a part of their journey. So many of those things would not have happened. I wouldn't be where I am today. I wouldn't have a team if I had let my doubts and my fears of myself as a leader take over. I did not want to sponsor anybody when I first joined. I thought I was too young. I was like 24 at the time, and I thought I was too young. I thought, oh, people I sponsor are going to be older than me. They're going to not listen to me because what's that young girl got to teach me? I can teach her way more. I got 20 years on that girl or whatever. I thought people are not going to respect me. I'm young, and I had a bad work experience where I was a manager of a clothing boutique, and I really wasn't a good manager, and I did not know how to lead those people. Now, Scentsy is totally different. I'm not anyone's boss. I'm not anybody's manager. But I am a leader, and I am a supporter, and I'm supposed to help them. And so I had a lot of anxiety about that, and I did not think I would be able to do it. And now here we are today, and we've got a great team of right around 130, and that never would have happened if I had not beat the fear, and I had not gotten more into a positive space and gave myself positive affirmations and changed my mindset. So really think about that. You control your mentality. think about what you're putting in and make changes if you need to do so. Because that, not only are you not going to get to your destination, but your whole journey is going to be miserable if you are not in a positive place. The next thing I have is resist the desire to go negative. It is so easy to be negative. It's so easy to say, well, shipping is moving really slow. This is ridiculous. They need more employees. They need this or they need that. I need to teach them how to do things. It's so easy to go negative, but it's going to provide nothing good. When shipping is slow, that's when I'm concerned. When my orders are shipping in 2-3 days, I'm like, oh crap. That means my team's sales are probably low. That means sales across the board are probably pretty low. If shipping is running slower, that means, heck yeah, sales are up. We're selling. So there's always a positive way to look at something. Don't be so quick to go to negative town. The next thing I have is look ahead, don't look back. Where you were yesterday is not going to determine where you're going to be today or tomorrow. Every day is a fresh new day. Start fresh. You have a bad party or you have a bad host experience. Don't let it ruin the whole rest of your month. Start fresh every day. Do not get in the rut of, like, it's so easy to say, oh, I had a really bad party. Like last weekend, I had a party and I had a new team member come and shadow me too. I had a party where I didn't get any bookings. Goose egg. That never happens for me. Never. And so when I got 0 bookings, I was like, ooh, it stressed me out a little. I was like, oh my gosh, am I losing it? What's going on? Do I need to change my presentation? Start negative, doubting. You know, like, oh no. And then I had an event the next day and I got 0 bookings at the event. And I was like, oh my gosh, downward spiral. That's where you want to go right away. But I recognize that and I cut it in its tracks and I say, no. I know I'm good at this. I know I can do this. It was just a one-time thing. So I had a home party, or I had an event yesterday, the same event that I'm talking about here with the whole Alice in Wonderland thing, and I got 5 parties booked. 5 from one event. All there. Got the dates set there because of playing this game at the event. But anyway, if I had been stuck in my old thoughts from the event and the party that I had last weekend and discouraged and thought, well, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not going to get any parties. Don't even bother to bring my little dice game. Don't even bother to talk to every single person about it because I'm just going to get rejected again and again like last time, so forget it. If I had done that, if I had let my past determine my future, I wouldn't have gotten those 5 parties. So don't go negative. Keep looking ahead and knowing that something positive is going to come. You just keep putting yourself out there. The last thing I have is dream big. Dream so stinking big, it feels crazy. I dream huge. My dreams are so beyond me. My dreams are just exciting. My dreams give me butterflies. Your dream should do that. My dream is to grow a huge team, to make Florida a strong Cincy state, and have our team, which I named Sunshine State Superstars for that very reason. I want Sunshine State Superstars to put Cincy on the map in Florida. I want to change so many women's lives in the state of Florida. I want to help entrepreneurs start businesses and build businesses and change women's lives. That is my dream. I'm dreaming so big. Some days it's just, it's just brings tears to my eyes thinking about all the lives that we are going to change. I don't look at my dream as too big to achieve. I know it will be done because I am going to never give up. So don't be afraid to dream big, and don't be afraid to learn and say, you know what, I don't know everything. I'm going to learn from her because this lady over here, she knows what she's doing. And I'm going to learn from that guy because that guy knows how to sell Velada and I want to sell Velada. Don't be afraid to say, you know what? I don't know that, but I'm going to learn. I'm going to be the best at sponsoring. I used to be a terrible sponsor. Once I decided, okay, yeah, I'll try to sponsor people. I was terrible. I didn't really sponsor anybody ever. The only time I sponsored people is if they came to me and said, hey, I want to do what you do. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know how to do it. And so what did I do? I read Mary Christensen's How to Be a Recruiting Superstar. I soaked up every Scentsy training that I could on recruiting, and I just applied it. Made it me, applied it. And it changed. It changed. So don't be afraid to dream big. Don't stay in a small dream because you're doubting and you're afraid. Dream big. Because, hey, I'm right there with you. We can dream big together. So I hope that inspired you. It inspired me so much yesterday on so many levels, from my spiritual walk with the Lord to my Scentsy business. It inspired me so much. And I hope that it's done the same for you today. Because we are awesome. We're awesome. Don't be afraid to own your awesomeness. Don't be afraid to say, you know what, I am strong. I am confident. I am smart. I am pretty. I am funny. I am a great sponsor. Don't be afraid to say it. Don't be afraid to own your awesomeness. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being confident. Be confident and know where you're headed. And together, we're going to earn this incentive trip. I can tell you that. Thanks for watching this video. Stay tuned to see what else I have to help you earn that incentive trip. But this is where we're going to start. Start on your mindset, get yourself in the right mindset, and we're going to earn that trip together. I'll catch you next time.